to a story making news all around the country. Hours before the Jaguars took on the Dolphins in Miami this past weekend on Sunday, wide receiver Tyreek Hill was detained right outside of Hard Rock Stadium. Cell phone video like this one shows Miami-Dade police officers detaining Hill, and they've gone viral. Our crime and safety expert Ken Jefferson is here now to analyze the police response to this incident. And you've watched all 105 minutes of this video. Okay, so Miami-Dade police releasing more than 100 minutes of body camera video late last night. And we want to show you the moments when police roll up and they knock on Hill's window. Watch this.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Don't knock on
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window like that, no.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to
Just
you.
get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Hey! Keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Give me that. I'm gonna break.
Get out of the car.
I'm finna get out.
Okay, so Ken, analyze this for us. What do you make of that response right there at the beginning of this?
So first things first, there's 4 motorcycle officers on 1 traffic stop, allegedly for speeding. The officer walks up and immediately he is triggered. I'm gonna tell you what triggered him when Tyreek said, "Don't knock on my window like that." Now the officer walked up, he's got tinted windows on his car. He knows the officer's walking up, so give him a minute, a second or so, he'll let the window down, I'm sure, because he knows he's on a traffic stop, because as soon as he lets the window down, he tells him not to knock on his window and hands him his license and his registration. But what triggered the officer was when he said, "Don't knock on my window." That was his trigger right there. He immediately went into power mode.
And as officers, you're trained on de-escalation tactics, and it doesn't appear that's what happened here. We want to show you now the moment that police tell Hill to get out of the car and detain him. Watch this.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! What part of blood are you doing this time? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, dude. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out,
you
bro.
understand? Not when you want, but when we tell you.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
So you hear him say, "You do what we tell you to do."
Right.
What do you make of that?
So that's ego. That's tripping. He's tripping right now. When you look at it closely, I've looked at it several times. He is getting out of the car. When they open the door, he is slowly getting out of the car. But because those egos are there and they have the power, they're extracting him out of the car, placing him on the ground, again, for a simple traffic violation. What he did was he upset the officer with the way he came at him. When he says, "Don't knock on my window," this $300,000 car, "Don't knock on my window," officer was offended by that. So they took matters in their own hand and they abused their power in that one regard. Because one officer says, "I'm gonna bust the window out if you don't let it down." Now, the officer already had his driver's license, he had his registration. All he had to do from that point on, window up or down, I think that he should have put the window down, but window up or down, it's not against the law. He should have walked back to his motorcycle, wrote him a citation, sent him on his way. But the officer did not de-escalate, he escalated the whole thing.
Okay, and since this incident, we have learned that one of the police officers was placed on administrative leave. The police department now has launched an internal investigation to all of this. And then today, the Miami Dolphins released a statement after that body camera footage was released, calling the response by police overly aggressive and violent, and questioning how this interaction would have ended if Tyreek Hill wasn't the person behind the wheel. And they urge, quote, "swift and strong action against the officers." So Ken, in light of that statement and what you've seen in this 105-minute body camera video, what are your final thoughts?
I would have to agree with some of the statements that's being made by the Dolphins simply because they were over aggressive. It was no one there. You had 4 officers there, maybe 5, and everybody was complicit with what was going on. They had him handcuffed. He was restrained. You had 5 officers there. They're forcing him to try to sit down. And he's telling them, "I've had knee surgery."
Right.
I've had knee surgery, and they forced him down. So they were overly aggressive because they didn't like the way he came off with the officers. So I would agree with the statements that the Miami Dolphins are making, and I would also agree with the department having that one officer on the administrative review, and he should receive some type of discipline as a result of it.
Okay, and that internal affairs investigation underway right now. Ken, thank you so much for analyzing that
pleasure.
video for us.